Hiya, everybody. Hi, my name's Trinity. A lot of you know who I am. I've done this video, so I know you can watch it at your leisure. I wanted to do this video because of this um, new strain of whatever is coming into our environment, and it's really important that I thought today we could just have a bit of talk about this, okay? Because we are in a world now, hi Darlene, that we are going through a trial period. It is a massive trial period for all of us. Whether you've done this or you haven't done this, it is a trial period. And we are going through a situation of turmoil. And hi, Avion, I wanted to read this. Hello, Kaz. I'm not going to do mediumship on here, but I wanted to read this. This is Silver Birch, and you can see light from Silver Birch. And Silver Birch was a guide who came through, a gentleman called Maurice Barbanel, and he came through in a circle for 61 years. All right, Kaz, hello. And he talked about the world and the spirit world. It was a direct communication in the circle, and it was important that he came through with a lot of information about the spirit world. And I wanted to read this today because I felt it was really important. And one of the questions that was asked by somebody, hi Abby, who was at the circle, he said, can you tell us something about the future of our world? And I wanted to read this, okay? So, this is what the guide Silver Birch says. Your world will continue to exist because there is no individual or combinations of individuals who have the power to destroy the whole of it. There is a limitation placed upon the harm that can be done and the means that you can use or can be invented or discovered to wreak damage on such a vast scale that the world would cease to be tenable. Have no fear. The will of the Great Spirit must always prevail. Be positive, optimistic and constructive in your outlook and play your part. Banish fear, worry, apprehension, anything that stops the rich power of the Spirit from filling you and encouraging you to do the best you can. That is all we ask of you. Do the best you can. No one can do better than his best. Have no fear of what the morrow will bring. The morrow is a herald of glorious opportunities for you to unfold latent divinity, to enjoy life in all its fullness, physically, mentally and spiritually, becoming increasingly aware of that wondrous spiritual radiance that is always around and about you. Hello, Rod. Hello, Asha. I just want to say to you, okay, that it is really important. Being a medium, we mediums have the ability to contact your loved ones in the spirit world and the guides, and we bring evidence, absolute evidence, that your loved ones continue and that you will continue and I will continue, and that we don't have to be afraid of what is going on in the world today. We know that we all come from different levels of vibration in this world, and sometimes you can meet somebody and you think, oh, there's an instant connection and you get on really well with each other, and that is because there's a connection in vibration there. And, you know, and other times you can meet somebody and think, oh, that doesn't feel right, because the vibrations don't ring true with each other. So we have people in this world who are not very nice people. You could say, in one way, that they're lost souls. We are all souls together. And that's what's really important to understand, that there are people in this world who are not nice and do want to cause us harm. But in saying that, yeah, a soul connection, when you're with somebody, you and I have that with my Michael, and he's been coming through for 4 years non-stop, and I know without doubt, I'm in the waiting room that I will see him again, and he will be there and we will be together. But what is going on in the world today with this thing, like I'm talking about, we mustn't be separate. The way to change the world is to be with spirit, is to be connected to our spiritual self. And, you know, I'm not talking religion. I am not talking religion because I don't want to talk religion. Because the Bible, I'm going to mention the Bible. I used to go to church and I was a Christian, and I used to take the wine and the bread, and I was confirmed and everything. But no, and people talked about heaven and they talked about hell, but nobody ever told me where heaven was or what it was or anything. And I ended up thinking that God was really hard and horrible. He frightened me to death because of this hell and damnation and all this stuff. And I realised after I became a medium that that was not true, and that the spirit world is a place of kindness and love, and that's where I belong and you belong, and you come here temporarily. So really, I know fear is strong, and I do feel that myself sometimes, and what I have to do is to pull my consciousness back and stay in the moment. Now, I don't know how tough the next few months are going to be. I would say they're not going to be easy, but there are absolutely beautiful people in this world who are working for the good of all of us, the good of humanity. And at the same time, there are people who are not working for the good of us. And, you know, in this world, we have a lot of selfishness and materialism, and money becomes more important than people. And we prove that by the world that we're in. We've got so many people who are billionaires who cannot use all that money, and then there's millions of people who are starving, and we're walking, you know, there's people having to work all day to get their money to pay for their rents, for their mortgages and whatever. I know we're going through a transition. I absolutely know that without doubt. And, you know, we're going to have birthing pains as we move through this transition. You know, as women, we know having a baby is very painful. Well, we're going to leave now the old world that that I've grown up in and you've grown up in, and the children, we're going to leave that behind, and we're going to be making something different. But to get to the difference, we've got to go through the turmoil, and that's the chaos. We go through chaos to get to the good, don't we? And also, what is really important as we go through these periods of transition, and I can't tell you 100% what's going to happen, but I can tell you that we are in it. What I'm saying to you is, a medium is the only person in this world that brings you absolute evidence that life continues, that your loved ones are still there for you. That's what a job of a medium is. And we need to understand that your loved ones are there for you and that you can call on them anytime. I get a lot of people talk about the universe and when we go back into we go into blend into a place where we'll be like, I don't know, an orb or a blob of something, or we'll enter into a sea of something. For me, and in my experience for the last 20 years, I need to tell you that when I pass from this body, I will have another body and I will be able to function as I'm functioning now, but in the spirit world. And in the spirit world, there still will be hills, trees, rivers, like we have here, flowers, but on a much, much more grander, intense style, because the physical world is not, cannot compete with that beauty of the spiritual world. We could have a really good place in this world if we chose to work together and not allow the separation and the discrimination, like you said, Asha, against each other. It makes no difference what job we do, what colour we are, absolutely anything. We are all the same. You cut us open and we're all physically, have a physical body, and we're all spirit experiencing through form. If we were perfect, we would not be in this world. This world is a school. So whatever is going on, and I know there is a lot going on, then we are going through lessons at school, and we can only concentrate on our own little world, the world that we're in now. My world is like this Barmouth. I can't go and alter the government. I can't change the world on my own, but what I can do is work in my little world to bring joy and evidence and love from the spirit world that it is here. Now, I know it takes some believing sometimes, but when you get the right evidence, you can't knock it. There's no way that a medium, and they have been tested by scientists and God knows what. There is a website called www.victorzammit, ZAMMIT.com, and he proves that the spirit world exists. Now, this circle, these books, what Silver Birch, are brilliant, and these are all questions and answers what came in the circle when different people attended the circle. And there was like journalists and scientists and priests, and people come from all over the world, because this circle was going on for 61 years. It wasn't from a book 2,000 years ago. You know, you can come and sit in a spiritual church or sit in front of a medium, and they will give you the evidence now, in the here and now. They will bring your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your child, and I mean, losing people is a really, really, really tough situation to face, and I know that now because I've faced that myself, and the pain is intense. But there is another part to that. It makes you feel more compassionate, caring and understanding to people. So, like, you know, it's important. The spiritual churches don't charge a lot of money. It's £1. And if you're frightened or you're scared of this, whatever they put out, whatever you want to call it, or whatever they're bringing, it, in a sense, it doesn't matter what they bring, because at the end of the day, there is no death, and we have chosen our time before we came here. So the spirit world know exactly what's going on, absolutely 100%. And like I said to you before, man cannot destroy the planet because they won't let it happen. The spirit world know everything. They absolutely know everything. I mean, we have free will, but they won't allow us to do to kill the planet, because the planet is about, it's a school, it's a lesson. Okay, so it's important that we understand that we continue, and there's no need to be frightened. I'm not saying that when we're poorly it's not nice. I totally get that. I know it's not nice, but at the end of the day we do go home, and that applies to children and animals, to the smallest insect in the world, to the biggest, to us, to elephants, to whatever. We go home. We go back home. That is our home. That is where we live. And that's what it's about. Okay. And in the spirit world, there is no pain. There is no illness. We can function like we function in here. Okay, so I will have a body in the spirit world, and I will have a younger body. I won't be this age, I'll be younger. So when this is happening with this thing, all I'm saying is please try not to be frightened. Whether you've had this or not, please don't make distinctions between the one or the other, because there is no distinction. Okay, we are on a path that we chose before we come here, and we're having this lesson. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. I wanted to give you hope and love, and that you can only do the best in your little world, that we're all in our world, and to be kind and caring, compassionate and loving to each other. And no matter what people tell you, you can't do this or you can't do that, please be loving to each other, because that's what it's about. Okay, and like he said, you know, the guides know, they know everything that's going on. And you know, I can't tell you how wonderful it is to know that the spirit world exists, and that your mum, your dad, your auntie, your uncle are all there for you. I have said before, contact me. I'm happy to do sittings to prove to you, because that's the job. That's the job to come here to do. If you want to arrange somewhere, like an evening that I can stand in front of you, then I will do that. I will do everything in my power to take away your fear. Okay, so I hope this video has brought you some benefit, some peace and some upliftment, that none of us die. We leave this body, yes, we do that, but we go home and we've got nothing to worry about. Nothing. They can hurt your body, of course they can, but they cannot hurt you, because you are not your body. You are spirit experiencing through your body. So, you know, one day, maybe in years to come, and we've gone through this period of rebirth, which is what we're doing, then, you know, maybe we can all meet in the spirit world and have a get together and remember this video, that, you know, we're all there, we're all safe, and there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Okay, and I say God bless you all, and, you know, the world will carry on, and it will be a better place. Thank goodness for that. And I'll say God bless you now, and lovely to speak to you. Bye bye. Bye bye. God bless you. Bye bye. Have a good night, and may all your friends and loved ones show themselves to you, that they are with you now and forevermore. God bless. Take care. Bye bye.